Hey, what's going on, guys? DJ Hess here, collectivekicks.com. Wanted to bring you guys a video today. Have a little bit of a comparison between the men's sizes in the backdrop and then the women's sizes here and the GS sizes on this side, or the kids sizes, and do a comparison between the different models, because I think that's one of those things where people don't really know the difference between a men's, women's, and kids, as well as the sizing between them and which ones you should go with. So hopefully this video is helpful for you guys that are looking, and if it is, smack the thumbs up button, show you guys support. Let's go ahead and get into this though. First things first, the Kids Ultra Boost Uncaged. Big shout out to my friend Erin for letting me borrow her shoes so I could do this video. Much appreciated. But basically, these ones are the exact same thing as the men's version. So that was one of the things that I was kind of confused. The kid sizes were 160, men's were 180, women's are 180. So why are these $20 less? I think that it's just a kind of a subliminal like thing that they throw out there, because they don't give you all of the stats for the shoe. So just as a heads up, the top is all of the stats that they give for the men's. The bottom is all of the stats they give for the kids, men's and women's, should I say, and the kids on the bottom. You can see it's just a short list comparison to the top. So it's like they tell you you're getting things, but they're not really being clear as to what you're getting. Prime example, it says durable knit upper for breathability. So durable knit upper, the men's though, and the women's say Adidas Primeknit. So carefully engineered and blah, 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 fancy pants. Yeah, that's what these ones say. So let's take a look and see the difference between what they say is knit and the Primeknit. And if I hold these up close, you aren't going to be able to tell the difference between which is the men's and which is the GS. It's literally the same stuff. So I think they left the fancy words off on the kids version on purpose. Literally, it's the same exact thing, but they want to trick you into buying the more expensive women's version if you are a woman's foot size. And if you're smart enough and savvy enough to not do that and buy the kids version, you'll see that it's pretty much the exact same thing. The laces are exactly the same, as you can see, lace tips even. The collar is exactly the same. The men's is a little bit thicker than the women's, I'm assuming, and the kids. You can see the build is exactly the same. The back construction right there. Boost is the same, and the traction and sole is exactly the same. Continental rubber, as you can see, same traction shape. The torsion system in the middle, as you can see, and again, the Continental rubber right there. And so they're really pretty much the exact same thing. The only differences that I saw between these two, the one obvious one is the Ultra Boost branding on the back is silver and gold on one, and then it's black on the other one. And actually, I like the blacked out look better, because look at this one. It looks like Ultra Boost, like the B already scraped off after like one wear. So this is like a smarter way to go, if you ask me, because then you don't have to worry about it just scraping off. It's already off. And the other difference was the orange underneath here. So you can see there's an orange insole on this one, and this one has a gray insole. So the inside of this one is orange. I don't really like that though, because you can see this orange through the shoe when you're looking down at your feet when you're wearing them. And I was wearing like these the other day, and I had a red shirt on, and I was like, why is this orange and red? That doesn't work. This one doesn't have that problem though, because it's gray on the inside. So another plus for the GS version. Now I will say the only other thing that I noticed is that the squishability, I guess, is that a word? This one on the GS size is a little bit more squishy than the men's is, and I'm not 100% sure why, but it feels more pliable than the men's ones do. So that could be another good thing if you like the extra little squish on those ones. But overall, it's pretty much the same thing. So for $20 less, you can get the kid size, and it's fundamentally the same exact thing as the women's. The sizing of this though, so that's the part that some of you guys might want to know. I would say that this is equivalent to a 6.5 women's, and so the size of this is a size 5 US, 4.5 UK. So if you're 6.5 women's, go down 1.5 sizes, and I think you should be just fine with the 5.5, or excuse me, with the 5 here. So 6.5 down to 5, and then for the other part of the comparison, I think we should transition and look between these two. So I mean, these are exactly the same. This is a women's 7, and then this is the other one, as you can see. So this is, it looks a teeny bit shorter, so maybe a 6.5 versus a 7, and this is a women's 7 and UK 5.5. So I don't know, I think it's a smart move if you do that. And then for the men's sizing, so some of you guys know that they had some colorways of NMDs and women's that look super dope, And like if I would have bought like a size 11 women's, though, those probably would have fit me, or 11 and a half, those probably would have fit me. And the builds are exactly the same on the women's and the men's as well. So there shouldn't be a fear. I know there's a stigma. It's like, oh my gosh, you're buying a women's shoe, but they're literally the same exact shoe. The only difference is the fact that the size on the tag says like size 7 versus size like whatever it's supposed to be, or size 11 instead of like 9.5 or whatever. So, but the build quality is exactly the same on the two models. This is the older version, so it has a different nibs on the bottom than the other one. And I did a comparison between all of the different four different types of Ultra Boost. If you guys want to see that video, go check the channel. But I mean, even the branding on the tongue is the same, and the same materials on the collar. Like literally, it's the same thing. So hopefully that debunks any myths that you might have had out there that the GS sizes and the women's sizes are less of a product than the men's size. They're all pretty much the same thing. The GS just doesn't have the coloring on the side, but the inside out, like the shoe, is pretty much the same thing. For 20 bucks savings, worth doing. And I guess that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and leave some comments. Let me know what you guys think. And then if you guys have other suggestions or other things that I missed about these comparisons that you're just like, why didn't he point this out or whatever, leave a comment, let other people know, because you know I'm not the expert at this. I'm just an observer, and I had the shoes here to show you guys, and I figured it would be worth doing. But thank you again to my friend Aaron. Appreciate you for letting me use these, and hopefully you guys enjoyed. Catch you guys for some more videos soon. Peace.